What's going on, everybody? 4x4 Camping and Adventures. In today's episode, we're cruising down to the Holland Track. I'm just on my way there now, and what we're going to do is the tail end of the Holland Track. So it's obviously 3 parts, or most people say it's 3 parts. It goes from Albany to Kalgoorlie. So essentially what we're doing is we're going to pretty much go to Hyden and then do the last part of the Holland Track, which I hear is the best part anyway, and just camp overnight and have a bit of a feed, have a few beers, that kind of thing. So have a pretty good little camp and then cruise back to Esperance the next day. So sit back and relax and enjoy the adventure. What is going on, everybody? And here we are, first section of the track, and I've gone for a few little bog holes already. It's a pretty tight little track. So if you met someone else coming down the other way, yeah, there's not many places to sort of turn around or anything like that. But it's pretty dry at the moment because it's still in February, so it's a bit dry at the moment, but which is sort of good in a way because I didn't want it to be too clayey. I haven't got the tyres to do bog holes and all that kind of stuff at the moment, so fair bit of sand, but yeah, pretty cruisy track so far. But old mate John Holland went down here with 2 of his brothers and a couple of ponies and cut it all out, so pretty keen to sort of see, you know, what this sort of track involves and what's along the way, and I'll get as much footage as possible, obviously, for you guys watching behind the screen. So let's get into it. everybody, day 2 of the Holland Track. So don't think we're gonna probably get through the whole track today because it's taking a little bit longer than expected, but that's all right. But if you're on this track, what you can sort of expect is, because I did a bit of research just regarding the track, and there's a fair bit of information out there, but that doesn't really give you an idea of probably the distance that you're going to travel and the speed that you're going to be going, because you don't really average more than probably 40 clicks. So, well, not average, but you probably get top speed of 40 k's an hour. So one of my recommendations just doing the track is probably plan about 3 days, maybe 4 would be pretty much ideal, mainly because you're going to get a real good solid, probably you're not going to feel like you're rushed or anything like that. So I'd say, yeah, 3 or 4 days is probably ideal for it. And yeah, it's pretty much got everything. So I didn't really know what to expect with the track. So you got bog holes. I'm in the summer, so it's a little bit, you know, it's still a little bit warm, and the bog holes have sort of been drained a bit, I suppose. They're not as they're still wet. Like, you still got bog holes and that kind of thing. You see them in the video, but they're not as probably wet as they normally would be. Corrugations, as you can probably feel right, or see right now, not feel, but you can definitely have some corrugations in here. And there's a little bit of rock, but not too much. And most of the rest of it's just basic bush track driving. So as long as you're on 28 pounds, sorry, I'm 22 pounds at the moment, but if you're only doing 22 pounds, look, I've got all terrains, I haven't got stuck in a bog hole, haven't really had to use anything to get myself out. So there's plenty of trees if you need to sort of get yourself out, but doing this trip, you really want to be with somebody else. So yeah, like if you do get stuck, you've got an opportunity to you know, at least get yourself out and that kind of thing. So recommendation would be some really good navigation equipment. I've got the HEMA 6, so as you would know, so use that, because most of the track's pretty well laid out and there's signs and that kind of stuff, so you can really see where you need to be in that. But yeah, you can get lost because there is tracks that dart out all over the place. So so yeah, just sort of keep that in mind. And it's very tight and twisty, so at the moment, look, there's not many people here, and I mean, I haven't really seen anyone else in my travels, except for one chap, but he was just doing work on one of the antennas. So yeah, you really need to sort of have your wits about you, use a bit of common sense, and yeah, you'll be fine. But I mean, you can probably have a sand flag if you really want to sort of go out there, but make sure you're obviously on the correct channel for the track, and I'll put that on the screen now. But as long as you're on there, and you know, you're not driving like a, you know, hoonigan or anything like that, you'll be fine with the tight tracks. But just be aware, you know, you don't be coming around a corner and there's someone else coming around the corner, obviously. So yeah, just obviously be aware of that. And campsites, I mean, there's like a plethora of campsites available, so you have, yeah, whatever you want to do. So if you want to take a camper trailer down here, yeah, you probably could. It would be a bit tricky in some parts because there are some really, you know, gutted out sections, and there's some really crazy bog holes and all that kind of thing. So, but you can go around those. There's chicken tracks everywhere, so there's definitely a way to get a trailer in here. If you could spend a couple of days in here, really, if you wanted to. And it is fairly remote, so you just got to really be aware of how remote you are, because there's no real access to here except for the start and the end of the track. There's East Hyden Road, which does link up to the track, but you still don't really have any sort of links into the actual track itself, so you got to really be careful of water and food, and make sure you have all those sort of supplies on board. And I've got a satellite phone as well, just, you know, you just got to make sure you can get in touch with somebody just in case something happens. So yeah, I definitely recommend a satellite phone just for that particular reason. So yeah, look, it's I'm really impressed with the track. I'm going to definitely have to come back out of here and really spend a couple of days out here doing some exploring. But I just wanted to get out here before I really got into the wet season, because, you know, once you get in the wet season, you're going to really have, myself anyway, is going to have a real struggle with probably getting my car through here, because yeah, it can get pretty wild. just through the actual boggy sections and the bog hole sections and that kind of thing. But yeah, no, if you've got probably recommend a 2-inch lift, some decent tyres, some decent quality all-terrain tyres. You wouldn't come out in highway terrain tyres because you're just gonna hit a tree stump or something like that and you're just gonna blow them. And tyre pressures, as I said, cater to your vehicle, but I've gone down to 22 because my vehicle's quite light. So yeah, look, get out here and enjoy the Holland Track. It's actually a killer track to go on, and obviously old John Holland and his mates came out here and made the track so they could actually come from Albany to Kalgoorlie and, you know, get the gold rush. That's what it was all about back then. And then obviously a couple of years later they made a railroad, so the track was a little bit, become a little bit pointless after that. But everyone obviously wanted to get into that gold rush and, you know, strike rich and all that kind of thing. So there's probably still gold out here, I'd say. I mean, you know, I'm sure not every single square inch of this place has been explored. So yeah, if you're doing a bit of prospecting, you could probably come out and do a bit of prospecting if you wanted to. But yeah, so but my take on a Holland Track, I absolutely love the track. It's absolutely fantastic. As I said, just keep your whips about you, do the common, you know, have common sense, and just keep an eye out for tree stumps, which I'm doing right now. You just got to cater your speed for yeah, a few little tree stumps and that kind of thing. But beyond that, it's an absolutely fantastic track to jump on. So if you've got a 4-wheel drive and a swag, then yeah, get the hell out of here, because it's an absolutely fantastic track to get on, that's for sure. So I'll leave it there, and I'll leave you with some other footage, obviously, with what the track is all about. And we're just on my way to I think it's Lake Grace or something like that. I've got it set up on the HEMA, but I'm just going to go there, and that'll be my probably finish point, because I'm probably about halfway through the track, and yeah, I'm just not going to get an opportunity to do the whole track, just because, you know, work commitments and all that good stuff, which we all love. So yeah, I'll leave you with a little bit more footage, obviously, of the track and that kind of thing. But I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic little track. As I said, keep your whips about you, go through a few bog holes, just like I'm doing right now. Slippery mud, but yeah, you will love it. If you got a 4-wheel drive and you love doing some pretty good 4-wheeling, you'll love this track, because yeah, it's got a bit of everything, which is good.